Hey everybody, I'm Diana Rhodes.
And I'm Milani Bagley.
I'm Britannia Shanti.
Anitra Himes.
Franquita Oliver.
And we are the Reel Divas.
This is our very first podcast show, guys. Let's give us a round of applause.
Yes. All right. We are the only podcast that keeps it real about the reels.
Today on the Reel Divas, we'll be highlighting Spiderman, Far From Home, starring Tom Holland, also featuring one of my favorites, Samuel L. Jackson.
All right.
This film is also directed by John Watts.
Excellent.
We'll also be talking about the latest version of The Lion King, featuring an all-star cast, including the voices of Donald Glover as Simba, Steph Rogen's Alfred Woodruff, and a whole bunch more. This film is directed by John Favreau.
Well, I want to say that it is good to be Spider-Man. This film is just knocking him out the box office, guys.
crazy.
Over 500 million in overseas sales,
Wow.
over 300 million in domestic sales. This may be the very first movie in the franchise that will actually garner $1 billion. It's good to be Spider-Man.
Yeah. Great opportunity.
You know, it's a Marvel movie, so.
Oh, we know you're a Marvel fan. We know that.
Go Zendaya.
I like the movie, but I had
man.
some issues, and we'll
Okay.
talk about that shortly. But who really liked the movie
I
among the
loved
group?
it.
Tell us why.
I loved it because it brought back like how I feel about Spider-Man.
How
like,
do you feel about
the
Spider-Man?
action of Spider-Man?
I agree.
Really?
I will honestly say, like past movies, you see him getting it in and doing his thing, but this one was more like, oh yeah, I remember why Spider-Man
See,
is
I'm glad
Spider-Man.
you said that about the past movies because Maguire to me was a more appealing Spider-Man. Tom Holland.
Yeah, I would say.
Yes.
He was a kid.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
it's like-
Yeah.
and I get it. I get the whole, youthful 16-year-old, and that's what it was about, first love, crush.
Right,
so that's why the youth was there. But when you think about superhero,
Yeah.
come on, lady. You think about it. I mean, muscles.
A little older, right?
Muscles mean
So what y'all trying to
superhero.
say is he was too young.
Yeah.
So we can't look at him like that.
Right.
No,
Yeah, because you'll get arrested. That's
Yeah,
why.
it's like little brother, son. But to be honest, he did a phenomenal job,
Yeah.
playing Superman.
Well,
I'm
when
sorry,
you're clocking
Spider-Man,
$1 billion, you're gonna swing
Oh, yeah.
pretty high with the
Absolutely.
win, okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at him. The
Yeah.
special effects off the chart.
Amazing.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. In the beginning, I was like, "Oh my God, this is starting."
Yeah, she
off
was
so
struggling.
slow.
She was struggling with
I
the
am not the hugest Marvels fan. I'm so sorry,
Oh, yeah.
but
Oh,
I enjoy a good Spider-Man, but
Yeah.
the special effects.
The special
Right.
effects made
Oh
up
my
for
God,
the,
it was
the
crazy.
youthful storyline.
It ended up having me sitting like this. Okay. Oh no, I was doing the most. I was doing the most. So. Yeah. So they definitely get 2 thumbs up, for the special
But I
effects.
like kind of agree with you. Like at first I was like, oh man, another Spider-Man.
Yeah,
movie.
right,
I was like, they
right.
gotta come
Right,
hard.
right.
Yeah.
Because
It's a
you
lot.
know we just lost Iron Man. Was
know.
like
Yes,
critical.
that hurt.
So
It's a good thing you mentioned Iron Man.
Did y'all see that intro?
Yeah.
Intro was bananas.
Yeah, it was.
Shout out Whitney.
Anitra spoke to the fact that if you hadn't seen the precursor to this
Right.
movie, you
Yeah.
probably wouldn't be able to follow
You wouldn't.
it.
Yeah, it was.
I would agree.
Yeah, with the other ones, the Affinity Endgame and the Affinity Infinity Wars.
Right.
If you hadn't seen those prior movies, then you'd be definitely missing out. Yeah, you wouldn't
Yeah.
understand almost the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Right.
Which
Yeah,
I didn't. I didn't
That was
understand.
me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were both
So
like,
you
what?
didn't understand the Whitney
I'm like, wait, what are they
tribute or
No, we
talking
didn't
about?
understand any of
What?
that.
Yeah.
They all died.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately.
I know, it was sad.
Yeah, it
but,
was
but
tragic.
even then, the movie was still like amazing. Like even if you missed it, you
It
you were
pulled
able to
you
pull
in.
you
It
in.
pulled you in because even if you missed that first, reason why, they're going at it. Once all of the action started, It was good.
Now there was
His
something.
suits were cool too.
Yeah, they were that I hadn't noticed before, and you mentioned that if you're a true Marvel fan, this is something that happens at the end of every movie.
Yes.
Why don't you explain that?
Okay, so for those of you guys who aren't like Marvel fans, Marvel makes you sit through the credits. They want you to see everybody who put in work for that movie. You know every single person who put in work for that movie.
This is how you make $1 billion.
That's how they do it, and they do it 2 times. They do it. Okay, the first main people. Bam, we're gonna show you a clip. Oh, you think you finna go? Nope, you gotta sit through more and watch the rest.
And she did that.
I
We
appreciate
were trying to leave.
They were
We were
trying to
ready
go.
to go. And she was like, nah, I want to know what's getting ready to happen. What's coming
Y'all
out
should have
next.
seen me, though. You should
I
have seen
didn't
me
know
at the end of Ender's Game. I watched. I knew they said there was no like after credits, but I still sat through the thing. I still sat. Like I was very dark, and I was still there. Like
that's a fan.
Waiting.
All right, guys, let's move ahead to the next movie. Now, this movie premiered yesterday, and I gotta tell you, I'm taking note of my sister over here with the shirt.
Representing.
Anita's representing the Lion King. And I know we all have opinions about the Lion King.
Yeah, we do.
Why don't you start us off? What did you think about the movie?
I mean,
Oh, don't act coy
I felt
now.
some type of way about it.
You loved it.
But then it was a Lion King, y'all. I know, like, it was a Lion King. Right. It brought me back. I was ready. It did. It brought me back to my childhood. And the crazy part about it is I was actually sitting next to 2 girls and their family. And I was like, oh my God, that's like me and my little sister back in the day.
Yeah.
It brought it all back. It was an amazing movie.
Were you enchanted?
Yes, like every song, like you know all the songs.
Yeah.
Because you sing
along.
nostalgic, y'all.
Yeah.
And like even though they changed it up a little bit, they brought it like a new style to it. You know, it's 2019.
Franquita, you said the same
it's
thing.
still
It brought you
amazing.
back to your childhood.
Yes, it took me right back to my childhood. And the reason why I love it so much because these kids get to feel how we felt.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, it's Mufasa.
When he the worst part comes on and everybody's like tearing up.
Yeah.
I mean, how many
Very
of you guys
emotional
cried?
movie.
The whole time.
Yeah.
We cried the whole time during
The music was amazing.
The
Again,
music.
the visuals, guys.
Wow.
Was
The
gorgeous.
music.
So
Can we
I
talk
mean-
about Beyonce's contribution to this movie, ladies?
Listen, y'all know how I feel about the
Queen Bee.
Queen Bee. I tell you what, I woke
Queen
up
Bee represents again.
and the
She
first
does.
thing
She
was
comes
the gift,
through.
and I said,
Yeah.
"Thank you for this
Yeah.
gift."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Have you listened to the album dedicated to the Lion?
I've heard a
It's
few
really,
songs.
not the whole album, but it's
We actually
really
watched
hot.
the video to Spirit. The
Yeah.
video to Spirit is so
Amazing.
touching. What a lovely keepsake for the Carter
The
family.
message, everything
to
about
have
it was beautiful. I
iconic
know.
mom with her young daughter,
On
Looking
her
like a
debut,
lioness.
looking
she was.
fabulous, like a queen and a princess.
with her
Yeah.
her little cub.
Yes.
And
Right.
I mean,
very,
the
very nice.
choice of wardrobe was amazing.
Colors.
I love the colors
red,
was
gold,
amazing.
yellow.
The background,
Fabulous.
it was royal. It was absolutely royal. I loved it.
I love the video.
Now,
I know
I
y'all
tell
felt
you,
pride.
this version of The Lion King, I appreciated the technology behind it. It was almost
Yeah.
like you were watching
Yeah.
a real African,
A real lion.
like animals in the Serengeti.
Every hair, every whisker was
Oh
in
my!
place.
It's amazing
It
what
was
we
in
can do
place,
with
yeah.
technology today. It really
Now
is.
I have to contribute that it was. I loved it. I did, but it was not the classic.
I agree.
It was
that
not the
way.
classic,
Understood.
and I guess
That can be
because
classic.
I'm telling my age a little bit, but I appreciated the classic, and I enjoyed the movie, but it was something about the animation with the first part that took it to a different level. But I enjoyed it.
Now, speaking of versions, which version of The Lion King resonates most with you? The original, the play, or the VR version?
With me, the original.
I'm gonna have to agree with Franquita. I'm gonna say.
You know, that's the first thing that, when I was little, when I started, the feeling that it gave me the very first time. So we know the story now, so we know what to expect. But
Yeah,
the first time you didn't know.
absolutely.
So I would say the original, but I think they did an outstanding job with the new one.
Capturing the
Yeah.
moments.
What do you think?
I would have to say the original, but I will say when I saw it live, I was Whoa.
You went to see the expensive Broadway play?
Yes, I did.
That play is expensive.
I was like, oh, my people.
But they did do a phenomenal job with the
Phenomenal.
costuming, the choreography.
Phenomenal.
The tickets were expensive, but it was money well
Worth
spent.
it.
James
Worth
Earl
it.
Jones,
About the
though, did he
cast.
take you back or what?
James
Like that
Earl
voice?
Jones in that
Oh,
voice.
it's priceless. Oh my gosh.
He will eternally be
Chills,
Mufasa.
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
Man.
Wonderful movie. So suffice to say, it is a wonderful family movie.
Right.
And
Go see it.
I guess we would recommend seeing it
Definitely.
because
Absolutely.
it's for the generation.
Star-studded.
Everybody in the mamas in this movie.
The music
Alfie
is amazing.
Woodard.
Yeah.
Donald
Donald
Glover.
Yeah, Donald.
A.K.A.
Childish Gambino.
Yes.
Camp Album.
Killed it in
love
this
him.
movie.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
He
How
is
talented
talented
he is.
in so many different avenues on
Very
so many
talented
levels.
brother,
Yeah.
and he's sincere. And what I found even more endearing about him was that his dad actually passed away during the filming of this movie.
My goodness.
So he was facing all kind of personal challenges, but he still executed
Delivered. He delivered.
a phenomenal
Yeah.
performance.
Yeah.
Talent. It's gift.
And it's a testament to who he is as a man as well as an artist. The show just doesn't stop because life goes on.
ethic.
Right.
Absolutely.
So,
Right.
kudos
I'm sure
to
he's
him.
proud
I'm
of
sure
him.
Lion King is going to break bank in the box office.
Right.
Oh,
You know
yes, it will. Hands down.
Absolutely. I know you're going to see it
Hands
again and
down.
again.
I'm going to.
You'll be responsible for the first million. Because she's going to see it over and over and over.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's all right. That's what good entertainment is about.
Right.
All right. So now let's recap and let's take a vote so that everybody can. Spider-Man, Far From Home.
Yeah.
And we're going to let the audience know if they should run to it or wait for it to come to home video. What do we think? Let's take a vote. Should they run to it, Spider-Man?
I feel like they
Run
should.
to it.
Run to it.
I
If
feel
you're a
like they
real
should
Marvel
wait for it
fan.
unless they've seen,
The two
the other
Marvel movies.
Marvel movies.
I say run to it because
say
it's
run to it.
Spider-Man. And, for it to be so many versions of Spider-Man and for technology and the graphics to be where it is, it was crazy. So if you like action
And special effects.
Yeah, special effects.
Then I would
It's
vote
like,
run to it as well.
yeah, run to it. So.
Yeah. What about you?
Definitely run to it.
Run to it. Well, I should have known you were going to say run to it.
And the crazy, be honest, I didn't even want to see the other Spider-Man.
Really?
No. But I saw this one and I was like, yes.
Okay.
Like, I'm telling you, I was liberated in that moment.
Tom Holland, he's the man right about now.
Part of me says wait for it because if you haven't seen, you have to see the other Avengers so you know what's going on. You need to know.
You did say that.
But like she said, if you want something action, if you want something action packed, then go ahead and run for it.
Just keep in mind it's a little slow in the beginning.
Yeah, I would say that too. It is a little slow.
Just a little
and
bit,
then it
so
starts to pick up momentum.
enjoy
and
your
you get
popcorn,
excited.
but
if you
it's
saw
worth
the
the wait.
other one,
It
that-
wasn't
yeah.
slow. That's
so
what I'm
that's
saying.
the key.
It wasn't
I guess
slow.
that would be the key.
It wasn't slow
That
because
would be
that
the
whole
key.
beginning is about
The
other
other
Okay,
movie.
so
Yes.
yeah. All right,
So
so,
you
there
wouldn't
you have
understand.
it. It was the love to me, but I see why now.
A majority of the Divas do say
We didn't even mention
run to this
Zendaya.
movie. If you haven't seen
I know.
this
I-
billion-dollar movie,
I
Yeah.
had to get her
run
name
to
in
it.
there.
I did.
It's
I
worth
threw her
seeing.
out. She rocks.
Yeah, I
Zendaya.
just had to
love
throw
her.
her name
Yeah,
out there
she
real
rocked.
quick just because Zendaya was in
Yeah.
the movie.
I mentioned
Yeah.
in
It was
the
so
beginning she was
controversial,
awesome,
yeah.
but mention it again. Zendaya. Yes, she rocks.
I'm
She
sure she
did.
appreciates the mention.
The whole character she played was amazing.
Okay, ladies, so let's vote now for The Lion King. Should we tell the audience to run to it or wait for it?
Absolutely.
Run to it. That's a hands down.
We
The
didn't
Lion
even think
King.
about
The
that
Lion
for
King.
so
Run
many
to it.
reasons. For so many reasons. Yeah, definitely.
Hop on
run
your
to
lion
it.
and run to see the lion.
Right. Hakuna Matata.
Okay. Well, now we've reached that pinnacle moment where it's time to talk about upcoming productions that you need to be looking out for. And to take us into that is Frank Rita Oliver.
Hey, so we should be looking at next Bad Boys for Life. The third installment of the franchise is set to be released in January 2020.
Hey, girl, hey.
Featuring Will Smith and Martin Lawrence in their iconic roles as Mike Lowry,
All right.
and Marcus Burnett. The film will be directed by Belgium Films and TV directors Adil El Arbi and Bilal Falah.
All right.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm excited about that one.
that one.
Me too.
That's another one you have.
Because y'all know Will Smith played that.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
Every movie. He gets
I think everybody was waiting to see what he looks like.
I know. Yes. I agree.
Jada, I don't know what you're doing to that man, but keep it up, girlfriend.
Yes.
A real queen.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well,
But yeah, they did film some of the movie here in Atlanta,
Yes.
as well as in Miami. And you know, the franchise. If you follow the franchise like we all have, you know that it's going to be a bang up movie.
It is.
You know, I'm looking forward to
Action.
it, and I know a lot of other people
I
are
already
too.
know.
waited
I
a
can't
long
wait.
time for
Me
this.
either.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
gonna be fun.
Well, you know, there we have it, guys. We really did enjoy checking out these movies for you, and we will come back again for the next podcast with 2 more movies that we have reviewed for you. We do appreciate you tuning in and joining us for our very first live podcast.
Yes.
This has been a wonderful
It
experience.
has.
And my divas, you know I love you, and I can't wait for you to come back.
And we love you back.
And remember to tune in and listen to the Reel Divas, because we always keep it real about the real.
Yes, indeed.
All right, guys.
All right.
Good job.
Yes.